All right, thank you for staying with the Monday Report. Let's see what you're saying online. So that we bring them up to my guests. Let's bring them up on screen. See what you're asking at Trevor Mbija at Citizen TV Kenya. Use the hashtag Monday Report. You can pose any questions to our guests here in studio and find out why they've decided to leave their appointive positions to elective positions. Kolo Connell, or Kano, says, kindly ask Wavinya Ndeti and John Mosonik, after working for years in various government agencies, don't they think it is prudent to believe in somebody else to take those leadership positions apart from them? Engineer.
Yeah, I think we give mandate to people. We are not appointing ourselves.
Okay.
You know, that is it. So we go and tell people this is what we want to do for you and so on.
Okay.
Let the young people also come and sell their ideas, the manifesto and so on. And after that, really, they should be able. So we leave it to the people. Yeah. We leave it again to the appointing authority. If they think you have competence in terms of what you are going to discharge, I think that is why they should be able to elect you.
All right. Okelo Mwalimu, this one will come to you, Wavinya.
Yes.
CSS, just like other government appointees, must find a way of remaining relevant beyond 2022 by vying for elective seats. They are casting their nets wide. Even if they fail to clinch such seats, they are likely to be considered for appointment in the next government.
You see, you cannot be appointed if you're not, if you cannot be able to work. It depends on you as an individual. It's not... you just don't get a position because it's a political position.
Yeah.
Yeah? Or the president cannot just decide to appoint you without even looking at your CV and seeing whether you can deliver. Okay. I remember the first time when I was being appointed as an assistant minister for youth, I was asked for my CV. And when I gave my CV, they looked at it, and then they had to put me in a position where they felt that I would be able to perform. The same thing. Even in this time, when I was being appointed as Chief Administrative Secretary, they had to look at my records and see where they could fit me and where I could work efficiently and effectively. So...
Let's see what else you're saying here. Chalu Woodrozy says, what value will civil servants eyeing political offices add, which they were unable to provide while performing their duties as public servants?
What they should do is look at each public servant. When you are where you are, what did you do?
Okay.
What did you do for this country? What did you do for your people?
Yeah.
That is what matters.
Okay.
Yeah? Maybe there are some that just go and sit there and just do nothing.
Okay.
But some of us, when we get these positions, at least we try to work for our people.
Okay.
And that is what matters. And you're there to work for the people.
Okay. Engineer, what is the one thing you couldn't do that you now want to do?
No, it's not really. That is what I'm saying again, and I've said in various kind of fora, that working in government gives you a lot of experience in terms of budgetary processes, in terms of managing big projects, in terms of dealing with development partners and so on. So quite often we should be able to appreciate, again, the counties we are still nurturing to be able to, in terms of, so it needs a kind of linkages with the national government to get to know exactly how the government really works. So that is why it's very, very important that civil servants, probably they are also transiting and being vying for gubernatorial seats, or even members of parliament and the others and so on.
Okay.
But again, let us appreciate that the civil servants, they have a lot of experience in going down. Okay. It's only the component which is lacking probably is quite the political component, which again you need the balancing act between the two of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and it has shown again in various sectors that civil servants who have really joined politics, they have performed quite well in terms of managing some of those, you know, interaction between national and...
Okay, it's Kipleting. Says corruption has been an enemy number one across our counties. How will the two gubernatorial aspirants fight the issue of graft at the county level, Wavinya?
Corruption.
Yes.
Public money is not your money.
But how will you deal with it? We know
and
it's
you
being
should not
stolen
put
anyway.
your hands where... yeah. How am I going to deal with it?
Yes.
You get... you get money. You get your budgets, isn't it? Where does corruption come in? Corruption comes in maybe through projects, or people are given projects and they're not able to deliver on the projects and all that. And for me to counter that, I'll tell you what I did as a member of parliament for Kadhiani. I did a lot of projects, with the government money for the people within a short time. How did I do it? Yes, I would give a contractor work to go and maybe build a classroom somewhere, maybe, let's say in Ngoleni, in Kadhiani.
Yeah.
But do you know who would supervise that contractor? Have committees from the ground, because it is their project. to make sure they follow that project until it is completion. So if there's a problem halfway, yeah, I get to know from the people on the ground that this contractor is not working or is not delivering what it should be delivering. So if you go and get corrupted by government officers to give money and you don't deliver even before you finish the project, I already know what you're doing.
Okay.
I use the Mwananchi as the police to check for me my projects. Okay. And if I use the Mwananchi on the ground to make sure that they follow these projects, I'm telling you, whatever projects I will do as the governor of Machakos, they will come out well. Okay. Because Mwananchi will not allow anyone to misuse their money. Okay. So you put some money, within the law, you're allowed to put about 10% for them to monitor the projects. Okay. Let the Mwananchi monitor the project themselves. As I monitor, they should also
monitor. So you use the Mwananchi as your watchdog. Musoni?
Yes.
Yes, again, zero corruption in all the counties. I think that is a key word. You see, if you have to achieve that, first and foremost, the systems must be in place. And also being a leader, you set an example as a role model of maybe fighting this corruption. So I would really approach this way. You don't wait to happen. You do what you call preventive kind of mechanisms. You install the system in place, which they can be able actually to detect if there's any corruption. And then again, deterrent kind of measures. You know, I was reading something the other day that, you know, there are some corrupt, you know, people within certain parastatals, which took 12 years for that case to be determined. Really, if it's going to take 12 years, really, then, you know, it has no impact. So that is why it's very important that close supervision within the systems. And then, which I said again, in terms of projects, there should be clarity in terms of timelines, in terms of usage for the budget, and supervisory kind of scale. So in case if somebody is found really, you know, committing those kind of corruption crimes, the immediate kind of action should be actually taken across. Okay. But we want to create an environment where people actually should be able to appreciate that. Let us use these financial kind of things prudently, and then again for the benefit. Let us appreciate that our people really they want to benefit from this service delivery and the projects and so on. All right.
Truth Master, you say, what is the opinion of the two good CASs on the position that they've held for quite some time, bearing in mind that it had been declared unconstitutional by Judge Anthony Mrima? Can they outline some of their achievements while serving as CASs? Let's start with the declaration from the court.
You see, first and foremost, I'm not going to question what you call the appointing authority. I've been given a job for the last 4 years. We did our very best in those positions. And that is why you find quite often you find you are in Parliament. And also it depends on what you call the relation between CAS and the CS. Yeah. For me and for my office, we have been working very, very closely in terms of, I bring on board the experience, especially in terms of project management, which again, we have been able to steer within the ministry. Yeah. So it's not really for us to question whether the thing was not constitutional or the others. We were given the mandate, and I think up to this point in time, we did our very best.
Okay. Wavinya, were you concerned that the court declared your positions unconstitutional?
But legally, we were not in the office illegally. Yeah, we were appointed by the president. We went to court. Yeah, there was an appeal that made us stay in the office. If the courts had decided that we go and there was no stay, then we would have gone. So for us, I don't see anything wrong that the president did. We've achieved what we wanted to achieve, especially his Big Four agenda. Yeah. And we've worked for the people of this country. Okay. Yeah, we were not just getting salaries for nothing, and we were able to outline and show them what we have been able to achieve. And if the courts had said, we go home immediately, you understand, we would have gone, but there was a stay. Okay. Yeah.
Sadiq Shaban is actually talking about the salary that you just raised. So does it mean from this month you're not earning any salaries after you resign?
I told you, you must have side hustle.
So you're not earning any salary?
No.
Okay. Engineer, same thing. Yeah. Roots Monkey says Machakos County is a large source of avocado. How is she going to ensure that farmers get pesa mfukoni? This avocado issue come up. That's for you.
Also look for a market for them. Yeah. Maybe create a plan. You know, avocado, you can get a lot of things from avocado, oil, facial products and all that, is to value add on the avocados. I'm looking at small industries where we can have at least women and men and youth do something for themselves.
Okay.
And in Machakos, it's not just about avocados. We have mangoes, farming. I'm a farmer. Yeah, maybe one of these days you come to my farm and see what I do.
Okay.
I'm a farmer, so being part of them and being one of them,
yeah.
I know the importance of value addition into products.
Okay.
So that is one of the things I'm going to be looking at in Machakos.
Okay. Let's bring up the last one. Nyantika Chester says counties need to be run and headed by management gurus who will run counties as if they're blue chip companies. But political goodwill is very key, and thus Kenyans should vote and give our future governors the right leadership at grassroots level, notably suitable MCAs. All right. So, Engineer, I'll start with your closing remarks on this. That was a comment. It's not a question.
Yes, maybe. Yeah. Maybe I actually agree that you know, the counties, they need a lot of good leadership.
Yeah.
And you, as a leader, so long as you have what you call a direction in which you take the county to grow, there shouldn't be any problem. Maybe you want me to make closing remarks now?
Yes.
Maybe my closing remarks. I think you did mention that I'll be vying for a gubernatorial seat in Bomet, and that is true. I think the essence for this is, where do we want to take Bomet within the next 3-4 years? And that is very key. And which areas, which priority areas? Because today there are a lot of challenges in terms of health, in terms of agriculture, in terms of, you know, infrastructure, in terms of employment for the youth and so on.
Yeah.
So we have crafted a very, very good manifesto in which we will be able to address some of these issues. And we bring a lot of wealth of experience and interrelations, again, from our previous kind of, you know, working with the national government. We should be able to steer the kind of the county actually to a higher level.
Yeah.
So I think you must have been seeing some ratings, and I think, again, from people for Bomet, my commitment is to take you to the next level. I think that is very, very important in terms of addressing those kind of challenges, which are in place at this point in time.
All right, Honorable Avinya, closing remarks.
Yes, I believe I agree with the comment from the
viewer.
From the viewer. It is very important. Money is important. We have to generate income for the counties. We also have to run them as blue chip companies, so that at least if we do that, we can be able to help our people on the ground. And for me, for Machakos County, is to empower the people of Machakos County and transform our county into a model of excellence in governance and economic prosperity. So the people of Machakos, I am coming to Machakos to work for you and change your lives. We are going to change your lives working together, because I will be doing what you want, not what I want. But I also give you advice on some things that I feel that we should do, and once we agree, then we do them together. We have to work together as partners to make Machakos great.
Okay. We have to leave it there. Honorable Avinya Ndeti, former Transport Chief Administrative Secretary, and Engineer John Mosenik, former Mining and Petroleum Chief Administrative Secretary. Asante sana for making time this evening. And most important, thank you for all the feedback and all the questions you sent through. That's where we leave it for now. My name is Trevor Mbija. It's always a pleasure having you with us. Good night, and keep it Citizen TV, all right? Bye for now.